By request, kick-ass facts, contact lenses. Pew, 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 pew! Contact lenses were invented by Leonardo da Vinci in 1508. He studied how our eyes change in optical power to view near and distant objects. He proposed submerging the eye in a bowl of water to improve vision. That was not practical. In 1636, René Descartes advanced the concept by designing a protruding lens. He based his work on Da Vinci's hypothesis and was the first person to propose the creation of a corneal lens. He invented a sealed, water-filled glass tube that rested on the cornea. However, it needed constant pressure to remain in place, and the wearer couldn't blink while wearing it. Then in 1801, a scientist named Thomas Young devised a liquid-filled eye cup with a microscopic eyepiece fitted to its base. The eye sat right inside the liquid. He added a wax seal to the edge of the cup to stop the water from leaking out. His experiments also found the cause of astigmatism. In 1845, Sir John Herschel proposed a spherical jelly-filled glass capsule and a corneal mold impressed on a transparent material, but he never made a prototype. However, his proposal would provide a basis for future research. In 1888, Adolf Fick created and fitted the first version of the modern contact lenses. They were made purely of glass and contained a dextrose solution between the glass and the cornea. This solution reduced eye irritation. Around the same time, August Muller designed blown glass contact lenses, which he used to correct his severe myopia, and Eugene Colt was another independent innovator. He proposed the creation of glass shells or corrective-shaped lenses. Although these lenses allowed blinking, they were cumbersome. Wearers could only wear them for a few hours at a time. While the contact lenses were a significant development, they were still flawed. Since the lenses covered the entire eye, they blocked oxygen flow to the cornea. Oxygen deprivation meant severe irritation for the wearer. Glass contact lenses were the only option until 1930. This ended with the development of polymethyl methacrylate. This sparked the birth of plastic lenses by William Feinblum in 1939. These plastic lenses were lightweight and convenient and soon replaced the glass version. However, they also blocked oxygen flow to the eyes because they covered the entire eye surface with a non-breathable barrier. In 1948, Kevin Toohey discovered the first plastic corneal lenses during a lab mistake. He was processing a larger lens which broke, leaving a smaller segment. He adjusted and tested the small section in his own eye. Because the contact only covered the cornea, he found it to be better fitting than the original lens, and this was a pivotal moment. In 1950, George Butterfield came up with the idea of a curved rather than flat corneal lens. Hydrogel was invented in 1954. The discovery was published in 1959. This led to the application of hydrogel in many medical specialties. Robert Morrison was the first one to use hydrogel to make soft and flexible contact lenses, which Bausch & Lomb started manufacturing in the late 1960s. The discovery of rigid glass permeable plastic in the 1970s also proved significant. It was then used to make lenses that improved eye oxygenation. In 1978, the first GP, or gas permeable lenses, were introduced. In 1988, the first disposable lenses were introduced, and 8 years later, in 1996, single-use contact lenses made their debut.